Welcome, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes. Terrific. Okay. Well, we're glad we have most of our speakers here, and we're ready to begin. So welcome to the 5th Annual Nasspd Conference. On behalf of the Nasspd Board and Conference Planning Committee, we're thrilled to be together with what looks like a very exciting and stimulating 2 days of meetings. So much has changed over the past year. Last April, when I was standing here welcoming everyone, we were amidst the presidential primaries, with New York's election slated later in the month. Fast forward to now, with a new administration, worldwide nationalistic priorities, a landscape, at least in America, I know we have some non-Americans here, dotted with increased racial and ethnic bias, heated discourse, growing disrespect of others, a government hiring freeze, and those of us who work in federal facilities are really feeling that, cuts in research funding, just to name a few, along with now airstrikes. Our current political and economic environment have created considerable distress and discomfort for many, many people. However, within the field of personality disorders, there's also controversy as we struggle over differing views of how to define and describe personality dysfunction. My hope is that the next 2 days can be a respite, an opportunity for growth as we all come together to learn, discuss, and exchange ideas and perspectives. The setting for this conference is particularly special. Nestled up on the 40th floor with sweeping views of New York City, we look out these windows, we see, especially this way, opportunity, power, potential, and movement. But out the other windows, we no longer see two of the World Trade Center buildings that stood so tall and daunting. Instead, we recall the hatred and evil as airplanes flew by terrorists crashed into those buildings. However, in its place is the World Trade Center Memorial, a moving tribute to the resiliency, strength, and perseverance of people. Let's have these images motivate and inspire us as we confront the obstacles in our path and continue to strive to better understand and improve the lives of individuals with personality disorders. So welcome to the conference. These are the course directors and the planning committees on the slide. It's jointly provided by the North American Society for the Personality Disorders and the Department of Psychiatry at the Icahn School of Medicine. So some of the highlights of the conference. This is our largest conference to date. We have over 100 presenters from all over the world. Let me tell you how hard it is to chase all those disclosure forms, but we're very happy to have such a wide audience. We have 3 plenary talks, Dr. Valiant, Zanarini, and Konigsberg. Thank you, Dr. Valiant, for getting here for your 8:30 talk. 3 master clinician presentations, Dr. Kernberg, McMain, and Plakin. We have a special lecture. We're not sure about the question and answer over lunch. Dr. Cuthbert from NIMH. Unfortunately, his flight was canceled from Minneapolis, so we are working diligently to try to Skype him in later today. We're keeping our fingers crossed that the AV people can make this happen. A poster session in the 2 other rooms down the hall. You'll see that as you leave this room. Our speed data talks, which will be tomorrow morning. And we're very excited that this year we're able to offer concurrent symposiums. There'll be 3 rooms of symposiums going on simultaneously. Those are shaded in gray on the schedule. Make sure that you pick one of the 3. They're not offered concurrently. Okay, this is very important information. So presenters, please bring your presentations directly to the AV person in your assigned room, preferably with enough time before your presentation. We're going to try to keep to the allotted time for each session. There's a whole information about CME, CE credits in your packets. It's different whether you're a psychiatrist, a nurse, a psychologist, or a social worker, so please follow the directions in the pamphlets. The faculty disclosure information is included in your packets as well. I was asked by the conference planning committee that you can just look at that really quickly right now. I saved it from actually being on the slides, so please just look at that. If I can just see you open the pamphlets and look, it'll take care of that obligation. The symposium rooms and the poster sessions are located in the boardroom, which is down the hall, opposite side of the lobby, and then the conference room, which is between the lobby and the auditorium on this side. Lunch will be served today in the lobby area where the breakfast food was. And importantly, bathrooms are located out front beyond the lobby. You can ask them at the front desk if you can't find it. And importantly, we really want to thank our conference sponsors this year. We could not have afforded this lovely location without their support. So please visit their tables and thank them, talk with them. And we also want to thank the educational supports from our gold, silver, and bronze sponsors as well. Okay, and with that, we can move on to our first talk.